Hello, and welcome to this Automation World video podcast about connecting automation systems to the industrial Internet of Things, sponsored by Schneider Electric. I'm David Greenfield, Director of Content at Automation World, and joining me for this discussion is Aravind Yarlagadda, Vice President of Portfolio Marketing and Strategy for the software business at Schneider Electric. Now, in our discussion today, I'm looking to find out what end users, across a variety of industries, are most interested in when it comes to the industrial Internet of Things, what's driving that interest, and how end users should be looking to approach the industrial Internet of Things with an eye toward boosting revenues and efficiencies. So, Aravind, tell me what you're seeing your customers most interested in today as it relates to the industrial Internet of Things.
Related to the megatrend Internet of Things, our customers are looking for value beyond connectivity. They're looking for value from the data, given the variety of devices that they connect to and the business value that they need to provide to the data.
So why do you think this is the case? What do you see driving this?
So customers want to derive more value from IoT given different trends. The first trend is a business trend. It's mostly customer imperatives like demands for operational efficiency, demands for more empowered assets. And on the other hand, technology trends that are related to IoT, like low cost of connectivity, low power wireless networks. So these two trends in conjunction are actually driving the need towards IoT.
So the interest is clearly there in the market, which is not surprising given all the attention being paid to it recently, and not just via the industrial Internet of Things, but also via related initiatives like Industry 4.0, smart manufacturing, digital manufacturing. But what do you see as the value for customers? What should they expect to get out of all of this?
The value that our customers expect from IoT is closed-loop business operations through operational efficiency, optimized assets, and an empowered workforce.
Now, given those three specific points, and considering your experience working with different industries, tell me about some of the more interesting or impactful automation technology applications you've been involved with recently.
Related to IoT, the most impactful applications are in three major areas. The first thing is asset management for power gen. In our case, when we put this offering in a customer's plant, a power plant, it actually saved them $4.1 million in a year, optimizing the value of their assets through our predictive analytics software and our asset management application. The second kind of application is like a water network optimization app. And this water network optimization app allows our customer to actually optimize the energy or make it more energy efficient and optimize the quality or better quality of drinking water to the consumer. And the third is minimize the amount of leaks of water. We call that non-revenue water. So minimize non-revenue water through the network. So, and the third kind of applications are enterprise pipeline management applications, where they deliver real value to the customer are when crude oil or refined fuel is being transported through the pipeline. There may be leaks in the pipeline which are not detected. The condition of the pipeline may be corrosive at some point. So there are sensors installed on the pipeline to actually detect the state of the pipeline, convey that information through a model to the central control room where it's compared, and any leaks that could happen at some point of time are detected, and operators are actually dispatched to correct the state of the pipeline. If there was no sensor, if that wasn't detected, building pipelines is millions of dollars, right? And if that leak in the pipeline, if the state of the pipeline was not detected ahead of time, number one, the pipeline could break, or the pipe could break, burst, and then a lot of crude oil or refined fuel could be wasted. Second, even in the case of minor leaks, there are transactions actually happening worth millions of dollars over crude oil or refined fuel that is being transported. And at the source, you have a certain amount of oil or gas that is being transported. And at the destination, there is a certain amount. So if there is a delta, and it could lead to loss of credibility for the pipeline operator.
Okay, Aravind, let's turn the tables for this last question and put you in the position of a user working in one of the industries you serve. Now, if you were this person and you were wondering about how to most effectively modernize your operations with industrial Internet of Things concepts to boost revenues and efficiencies, What would you do to evaluate your needs and take the next steps?
If we were modernizing the operations on a plant floor or for infrastructure or for automation, the first step I would actually take is if there are any automation islands on the plant floor, I would consolidate those automation islands through one vendor. The second step I would take is, if you had a lot of operations that are being manually done today, I would actually move the decision support systems, the knowledge management systems, and the automation applications, including the business applications, to the cloud. So the third change I would make is break down the silos between the information technology and the operational technology organizations and the technologies used. Each of these demands a different skill set, but now with the industry trends that are shaping up, new technologies are actually there to actually help IT and OT bridge together. And that's where actually IoT is helping.
Beyond those kinds of technology optimization steps, what about improving revenue more specifically?
For example, let's say there's a food and beverage plant, like a chip manufacturing plant or a chips manufacturing plant or a beverage, like a brewery, right? So what value does it bring about? How does it improve their revenues? If they optimize their assets, there's more throughput. There's more throughput and there is more yield of product in lesser amount of time. So they can push more product out the door, safer product out the door, more regulated product out the door. And that means like lesser workforce consumption, more throughput, more yield, and more value to their end user, more brand value to their own product, which increases their revenue.
Okay, well, thank you, Aravind, and thank you for joining us. For more information, please visit the website shown here.